This is the plaintiff, Sylvester English. He says he sold a car to his stepson. The guy totaled it. Now he's having a heck of a time getting the kid to pay for the car he purchased. It's time he accepts some responsibility for his actions. It's time for him to pay up on the car, and it's time for him to have to sue his stepson for the $5,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Nicholas Brown. He says the car his dear stepfather sold him was a piece of junk that never even passed inspection. He can't believe his stepfather would sue him this way. It's putting his mother through undue stress, and he doesn't owe the guy a thing because the car wasn't even roadworthy to begin with. He's accused of causing a family squabble.
All parties, please use your right hand. You seated? Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Sylvester English?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing Nicholas Brown, your stepson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for $5,000, $3,000 the price of a car, $2,000 costs of repairs to get the car running. Okay, which according to you, he said he would pay you and didn't.
Yep.
All right, what kind of car is this?
It's a 2006 Cadillac DTS, and the car was running.
The car was running?
Yes, but I haven't driven it in a year, so it sat for 2 winters. So it needed some work on the brake system.
So did you do that work?
Yes, I did that work.
Did you pay to have that work done?
Yes, I have a receipt for that work too.
Okay, and were you doing that so that you could sell the car?
Nope, I was doing that with the agreement that he was going to take care of the work of the car.
Okay, but I have numerous texts where you're talking about the car cost $3,000, not $5,000. You tell him you owe me $3,000. You don't
Judge,
say you owe me $5,000. You don't say that.
Excuse me, Judge. Everything is not in text because he also used to work for me for the last 3.5 years. So everything is not in text, but I do have a text on my phone from him. I will start giving you money June 3rd.
Okay, does it say anything about $3,000 versus $5,000?
Not on that text. This was earlier.
Okay, do you have any text where you say you sold the car to him for $5,000 because he's supposed to pay for repairs?
I don't have any text for $5,000. Like I said, that was
Do you have any
over.
text where you say anything other than you owe me $3,000 when you're mad at him and he's had the car for months and isn't paying you?
No, I do not have
Right,
any
because late
text.
June you're saying things like you owe me $3,000.
Yeah,
Are you supposed to pay him $5,000 or $3,000?
$3,000. $3,000.
And then who was paying for the repairs to the brakes or whatever the heck it was?
He paid for the repairs for the whole car and everything. He just told me to just give him the $3,000.
Okay, and why didn't you give him any of it?
I was supposed to start, but I didn't start because I got fired. And
no, you got fired because you didn't
I got
pay
fired,
him
so I had
any.
to.
I think you're getting the order wrong. Right, your boss sells you a car and then you don't pay him, and you're shocked and appalled that you're fired.
When there was no set agreement on it, he just told me just give him the $3,000. He gave me the 6 months, the December.
No, that's in a threat once you haven't paid him anything. What was the agreement before that? Was it that he had until December?
There wasn't no set agreement.
Hold on. Was there an agreement that he had until December, or what was the agreement on how he was paid?
Judge, originally.
No, when someone starts with judge, comma, I know they're not going to answer what I'm asking. I just know it.
Originally, there was an agreement after I had to fire him for fraudulently trying to pass a check through my business.
What did I say? What did I just say? When you sold him the car, what was the deal? He would pay you the $3,000 when?
He was to pay me $5,000. That's including the repairs, Your Honor. I was going to sell the car to my nephew.
When?
When he was supposed to start paying is June 3rd, and I have the text message right
Pay
here.
how much?
$500 a month for 10 months.
For 10 months.
Yes,
All right.
and I have the
now,
text
at some
message right
point,
here.
then you guys start arguing because you feel like you've been had, and then you fire him by text, I think, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I imagine this had to cause a little stress at home, didn't it?
No, not really.
Okay.
At all. You know, because the truth is, me coming home stressed for the last couple of years about what had been going on at my business was kind of.
Why? What's been going on at your business for the last couple of years?
Look, that's for Dr. Phil, but I just give you a little bit.
Okay.
So in March, I took my whole family on a vacation on a cruise, him and his wife. And so when we get back, I get a text with this check asking me how did this check in his name come made out to my bank account.
I don't know what you're saying.
It was a previous payroll check that my company paid him.
Okay.
That him and his wife altered and tried to send through my business account.
Let me see.
And he admitted to that.
Tell me about this.
So with that, I told him that I got scammed with that.
How did you get scammed?
How did I get scammed? I sent my bank information. She said, send me a screenshot of your account or something like that.
Who's she?
This lady that scammed me. Her name was Patricia or something like that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to need a little more information. Where's Patty from?
This all started from this Sugar Mama site or whatever. And
Sugar Mama?
Yes.
What's Sugar Mama?
It was a Sugar Mama shop. I forgot the site. I think it was seeking arrangements or whatnot.
For you to hold on.
Yes.
For someone with money who's a woman to have someone younger who she can bestow money on.
Yes.
So you go on that site. You're married though, right?
Yeah, well, she knew about it, so we were
Who,
like,
your wife?
we're gonna
Because she did.
Wait,
check.
stop. Your wife knew about it.
Yeah, she knew about it. She said, okay, well, we need some money. I'm not making that much working with him.
So she told you.
I was like, yeah, we were doing it together, and then.
So what
she
were
got
you
scammed, I
doing
got scammed.
together? What were you
Making a
doing?
fraudulent check.
So hold on. You mind? What were you
ma'am.
doing
I'm sorry.
together?
We were supposed to be talking to Sugar.
And what did Patty do?
So I gave her my login information, and that's when she
You
was
gave
like,
her your
Yes,
login information.
I gave her my login
There's
information.
a Nigerian prince who is in a lot of trouble and really needs.
So-
he just needs you to wire in some money. And okay.
He will pay you double.
He will pay you triple that when you. Yeah. All right.
So I wasn't
So-
thinking. And that's when she was like, I'm going to send money to your account, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. The next thing I know, I get this thing saying Bank of America fraud, Bank of America $2,000 check. And I'm like, that's not right. Because he closed his Bank of America account. She went on my account and modified one of the checks on the app from when he
But
got-
it's made to you.
Right.
Check is made to you.
Right, I understand that.
Right. So how is she going to cash it if the check is made to you?
I was supposed to get it. That's what I'm saying. She's supposed to send me money. But instead,
No, she's supposed to send you her money, not your money.
Yes,
who
her-
wrote this check and what amount was it written for, sir?
It's written. The
What should it
original
have been,
check
the original?
Should have been $419. And Your Honor, I have-
419.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you're saying that you're not the one who put this through, that she's the one who put that through. But that would just, if this had worked, there would be $2,330 in your account, which, how is she going to get that money?
No, she was never supposed to get it. She
Well,
was
then
16
how
years.
is this her fraud and not yours? All right.
Well,
Go on.
him and his wife were supposed to get a divorce. So I took
What
him-
happened with the car?
Okay.
the car, I crashed it.
You crashed it.
I did, yes. But
Why did you need a car from him to begin with? What happened to the car you had before that?
crashed it. Or
What about
wait,
the car before that?
Hold on.
Crashed it also?
No. I only crashed 3 cars.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. And you're how old?
21.
21?
Yes.
You've had your allotment of car crashes for 2 or 3 lifetimes, really.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. If your stepson, if you had a stepson and he screwed you over, would you sue him?
Depends what our relationship is like. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
What do you say?
Yeah, I would definitely sue him. I think if we had one of those tumultuous relationships, I'd be like, look, son, you stole my money. I want it back. I'm taking you to court, and I need the cash.
I didn't know I was getting full dialogue. Can we get to scene 3 real quick?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Going inside the courtroom.
How do you figure that you don't have to pay the man anything for the car?
I never. Well, like I said, we agreed on $3,000. After he fired me, he said, you have 3 months, 6 months to give me the $3,000. That's fine. And a couple months goes in. September rolls around. My mom has the baby. She wanted me to come see the baby, but I'm like, I'm working, this and that. Then he takes over the phone and starts going on a rant, talking about.
Are you too busy to meet your baby sister?
I mean, they want me to pay this money, so I've been working. All I do is work. I don't really.
Oh, really? You can't manage to work and visit your newborn baby sister?
At this time, I didn't feel like it's best. I don't feel like I'm wanted over there, so I don't go over there. I haven't been over there. It's
And
just
don't you want to see your mother, who just had a baby? What kind of person are you?
Well, when they cut me off and fired me out of nowhere, it was kind of hard for me. So
Why did he fire you?
He fired me because, yes, I was supposed to get a divorce with my wife. That didn't happen. Me and her back and forth. All said and done, I took her back. She I guess he assumed he felt like that wasn't right for him. And he's coming off entirely. So I said, that's
he
fine.
He fired you because you went back with your wife. I can see in the text that he fired you because you tried to steal from him, is what he says. What were you referring to when you said?
This was the day when I took him. He said he wanted a divorce. So I have a friend that's a civil lawyer. So I took him to see my friend that day. I said, now that you're finished with your wife, bad influence on him all day. I could give you a million stories. I said, tell me about the check. You knew about it, right? She did it? He said, yes, sir, she did it. Guess what I said, Your Honor? I said, well, now that you're leaving her, I forgive that. And here is the text message. I said, when I told you last week you and your wife were responsible for that fake check, I have decided that you no longer can work for me.
Okay, so what changed in that time?
If him and his wife can concoct this check, they will set me up to get hit side the head. I just can't have that risk as a small business owner.
Okay. So now, how much have you paid towards the car that you ended up crashing again?
None, because like I said, after he fired me, I had to get another job, and I was.
So what? How does that stop you from paying $100?
$100 because I had to pay my rent. He kicked me out. He fired me that night, and I already paid all my bills, and he gave me that, and I had no extra money. That, like I said, that's when we stopped talking.
If you had started to pay him, there wouldn't be this bad blood. He actually, you say you're not wanted. I see a bunch of texts where he tells you your mom and your sister have been here for 5 days. You always talk about how you want to get to know your siblings. Here she is. And you don't even come and visit her. He's like on a rampage, mad at you because you don't go there. So I'm not welcome there. I don't think that's true. I think you're just the kind of guy who doesn't care to visit his mother when she's given birth or to meet his sister.
Excuse me, Judge.
Were you getting that car ready for his sister?
I was going to eventually get a car to his sister, but the car had been sitting. Like I said, I'm so busy at work. I used to drive the car every Sunday.
Yeah, nobody's going to pay $3 grand for a car that doesn't move. Okay?
No.
We're done. I'm done. I'm entering a judgment in your favor for the $3 grand, which was the purchase price of the car. Tough for you that you junked it because you crashed it. Yeah. You should have had insurance on it. Whose name was the car under?
See, that's the thing. He had so many accidents. I gave him the title and said, you title this. And the agreement he was supposed to have full coverage too.
What difference does it make to you at that point? Because you're the lien holder?
Because
right. So did you make sure that he had full coverage?
He told me he had full coverage.
Oh, and we can trust him. All right. $3,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff gets a judgment for $3,000. Mr. Brown, do you understand what's happened now?
Yeah, there was a lot of backstory behind this. A lot of things have been said in person, not through text message. So, there was a lot of history besides before we came here. So, at this time, at this point, he got his money. So,
what is your relationship with him at this point?
Our relationship, I still consider him as a stepdad, but as far as, me being around, that's not.
You don't talk to him much anymore?
Not really, no.
You haven't gone to see your mother?
No, I haven't.
See, judge thinks you don't look like too nice a guy. You understand that, huh?
Hey, well, she doesn't know me, so.
Okay. Thank you very much. You must sign some documents on your way out of the courtroom. Mr. English, what is your attitude or feeling toward him at this point?
Well, I couldn't say everything I wanted to say. I actually already bought him 3 cars.
Yeah.
And I let him borrow $5,000 on one car, and I only allowed him to pay me $3 grand back. And what I have to say is that I give him a kidney, but I won't give him no more money. And I still love him. He's my stepson.
Well, good for you. Okay. Thank you very much. You're going to get $3,000. Okay, Harvey, what do you think?
Okay, Doug, look, this is why dealing with relatives in business is so treacherous. Get everything in writing.